Everything in your life is your fault, whether that be good or bad. And I know this may hurt to hear, but it's the genuine truth. I learned this from my days of studying Stoicism, and this is one of the main core components ki everything good and bad in your life is purely your fault, even if it's something that someone else did. For example, your friend scammed you. It's your fault that you lent him money. Shouldn't have lent him money, bro. And this mindset might be detrimental in some ways, and the therapist might tell you, oh no, this mindset is bad. But the thing is, it builds accountability. It allows you to be more responsible. And accountability plus responsibility is something that this generation lacks. So even if you have a little bit of it, it really shows. You know, as a man, everything that happens in your life is purely your fault. For example, you failed your classes. You did not study hard enough. It was raining, so you had to miss the hangout with your friend. Should have planned before, bro. There's the weather app for a reason. You're fat. It's your fault you ate too much. If you instill this mindset in yourself, you can finally actually start making progress towards things that matter to you in your life. Because once you start taking responsibility for the things that are happening, only then can you change them. You cannot change things if you don't feel like you're responsible for them. Kya ye meri saza, kya ye teri dua, kya ye meri hai saza. Let's say, for example, you're a student. Your goal is to get into IIT and you end up not qualifying for JEE Mains. That is purely your fault. It's not Nishant Jindal's fault just because he didn't make notes, just because he said not to make notes. It's your fault you took his advice. It's not your teacher's fault. It's not your coaching's fault. It's not your parents' fault. It's nobody's fault. At the end of the day, it's your fault alone. IIT nahi nikalna is not someone else's fault. It's easy to reflect bhai ki iski wajah se hua, uski wajah se hua, iski wajah se hua, thousands of different reasons. Magar if you do that, you'll play the victim. And honestly, being the victim is one of the worst things you can do for yourself. If you actually instill this mindset in yourself, you'll actually start improving. As I had said, you'll develop a problem-solving mindset. And this is crucial to you as a man. You need to be able to solve shit. If you're broke, it's completely your fault. You know, Juice WRLD uske gaane mein bolte tha, you broke as a bitch and it's all your fault. That is true, bhai. You're broke because you didn't put in the work in order to get money. You know, in order to like make YouTube videos, business, school, whatever the fuck it is, making songs even. You broke as a bitch and it's all your fault. Remember this lyric. You know those guys who rule the world, those leaders, politicians, government, anyone bro, presidents even. They deserve to be in their position. Everyone who is in IIT deserves to be in IIT. You don't get what you don't deserve. In order to achieve something, in order to get something that's worthwhile, you need to be deserving. And in order to be deserving, you'll have to put in the work for it. And in order to put in the work for it, you'll have to start taking accountability and responsibility. If you start doing this since your teenage years, you'll go very far in life, trust me bro. I've started doing this ever since I was 15 and my life has transformed like crazy. It made me put myself in a position where everything in my life is my fault. Every single thing. Doesn't matter what the fuck it is bro, it's my fault. The girl rejected me, my fault. Should have looked better. Should have asked her out in a more like seductive way. Can't make friends, my fault. I'm not pleasant to be around. Don't get good grades, my fault. I didn't study. YouTube channel dying, my fault. You were born, your fault bro. Why were you the fastest sperm? Should have left the other bro win. You broke as a bitch and it's all your fault. Remember this. And with that, I think I'll end this video. I hope you have a very elastic day bro. This is your neighborhood friendly civil signing off. And bye.